You need to insure against your Social Security benefits. That is the question that I'm thinking about today because I just saw a new product, a new insurance product where you can actually buy an insurance product to protect against your Social Security benefits not paying out what they're stated to pay out. Now, if you're a little confused about what I'm saying, let me backtrack a little bit and talk about the situation that our country is going through with Social Security. So right now, Social Security and Medicare are funded by two separate things. One is payroll tax that every employee, every employer, we all pay into it. Into payroll taxes. Those payroll taxes go to Social Security recipients as well as Medicare recipients. Now, as I write about in my book, The Retirement Tax Bomb, payroll taxes account for around 75% of the Social Security benefits that people need to receive, and around 90% of the Medicare benefits that people receive. That other money to cover the rest of the benefits comes from trust funds. Okay, so our country saved up money, put them in a trust fund, and we're just drawing down money from those trust funds to pay out the 100% of benefits for Social Security and Medicare. Okay, I hope you're still with me. I know it's a little complex. But anyways, we've been drawing down those trust funds so much over the past couple decades that in early 2033, maybe 2033, sometime in the 2030s, it just depends on market fluctuations and how much we draw down. But sometime in the 2030s, we're going to run out of money in our trust fund, at which point the only money we're going to have to pay benefits to Social Security recipients is the payroll tax. And again, as I said just a minute ago, payroll tax only accounts for around 75% of Social Security benefits. So that's the backdrop, and that's what you needed to know to understand what I'm going to bring your attention to right now, which is a Yahoo article, and I'll put the link to this down below, of an insurance product that you can buy that will pay out benefits to you if your Social Security is less than 100% of your stated benefits. And so I'm just going to go through this article, and then I'll just give you some thoughts that I have on this. And again, I just saw this today, so it's an interesting new product. And let's just read through this. Those approaching retirement can now buy a type of insurance to guard against reduced Social Security benefits. The product is basically a rider on an annuity. So an annuity is an insurance product. A little too complex for me to explain in this video, but an annuity is an insurance product. So this product's the first of its kind, but some experts expect similar offerings to follow as worries over the future of entitlement program grow due to the pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. The largest unaddressed fear is the Social Security reduction, says David, founder of PlanGap, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so this is the meat and potatoes right here, I think. The surplus in the fund that pays out Social Security benefits will be depleted in 2031. Okay, like I was saying before, in the 2030s, a year earlier than previously forecast, largely due to mass layoffs due to the pandemic, according to the CBO. After that, the fund could pay around 3/4 of benefits for retirees, a major hit to the largest source of retirement income for most Americans. And that's exactly what I spelled out to you from my book, The Retirement Tax Bomb, which you're going to be able to get by clicking the link down below in the description. So the Social Security, okay, so this is the type of insurance that you can buy. Again, it's completely optional. You don't need to buy it. The Social Security insurance by PlanGap is an annuity where you pay a lump sum up front, and that amount grows at a fixed rate every year. Interesting. Okay, so you take a bunch of money, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. You pay it all up lump front, and then that money grows at this fixed rate, which I think we're going to find out what that fixed rate is later on in this article. When the guaranteed period is over, you can withdraw the premium or continue to grow it for another 5 years. If the government mandates a qualifying reduction in Social Security benefits, so again, if your 100% of benefits goes down to 75% of benefits, that's when this would kick in. You would get a bonus from the annuity based on how long you've held it. You can withdraw these funds without penalty to cover any gaps in your retirement income. You also have the option to delay when the payout begins, increase in the bonus amount you will receive. Interest earned is tax deferred during the term, so your fixed rate grows, tax deferred, no taxes while it grows, but you do pay taxes when you make a withdrawal. And that would be at ordinary income tax rates. So you wouldn't get the lower capital gains rates. You'd get ordinary income rates. There are penalties too. Withdraw before 59.5, just like your qualified retirement accounts. And you could be subject to a 10% income tax penalty. Starting your second year holding the annuity, you can withdraw 10% without a surrender charge. Yeah, okay. So there's penalties. You have to hold on to it for a specific length of time. You withdraw too soon, you have to pay a 10% penalty. And when you're able to take it out, you can only withdraw 10% without having to pay that surrender charge. And then if you try and take out more than 10% of the account's value, then you have to pay a penalty on that. So a lot of restrictions on this, okay? Now let's see. Oh, here we go. This is the last point, and then I'll go to my thoughts again. So a benefit on the annuity is that it currently pays out a rate of 2.75%. And they're comparing that to other low-risk financial products such as CDs. Yeah, which CDs are paying under 1%. CDs are basically paying nothing. The highest high-yield savings account you can get right now is like maybe 0.8, maybe 1% in some places. So you can really get you're not really getting any interest on your money right now. So compared to those, 2.75% is a good rate of return. Now, here's what I think about buying insurance on your Social Security benefits. I don't love this idea because it's basically an annuity, which, one, it locks up your money for a period of time. Two, there's big penalties, tax penalties if you want to take that money out. Three, you have to have surrender charges. And then four is when you take the money out, you have to pay ordinary income tax on it, which is higher, as I said before, than capital gains. If you have investments in a stock and bond portfolio, you're going to have lower taxes that you distribute the money off of, because capital gains is lower tax rate than ordinary income. And then the fifth reason why I don't like this idea is because it only grows at 2.75%. Now, historically, and we know I can't guarantee the future, you can't guarantee the future, especially when it comes to the stock market, but historically, a good 50-50, 60-40 stock and bond portfolio will get you a few percentage points higher than that. 5%, 6%, it really depends on your asset allocation and the amount of risk you're willing to take. But historically, you can get much better than a 2.75% rate of return. So I don't love this, but the idea that your Social Security benefits could be cut, it's a very real one. My encouragement for you would be to build up your other assets, your non-Social Security assets. So your 401k, your Roth IRA, Roth 401k, and even your taxable accounts. Build those up even more with maybe the expectation in the back of your mind that, hey, I can't depend completely on Social Security because our government, frankly, they're not doing what they need to ensure that those benefits are going to be there in the future. So 2 free resources for you to learn more about this. Again, my book, The Retirement Tax Bomb, that is going to be available for free on the link down below. And then let me see if I can pull up my most recent book. It's called 10 Steps to Getting What You Deserve, a guide to your Social Security and Medicare decisions. Both those links are going to be in the description down below. So if you found of any value from this video, feel free to like, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.